The great economist Milton Friedman once said, "When government, in pursuit of good intentions, tries to rearrange the economy, legislate morality, or help special interests, the costs come in inefficiency, lack of innovation, and loss of freedom. Government should be a referee, not an active player." In the United States, government has gone far beyond the basics. I absolutely agree with him. The government is supposed to provide for the common defense, enforce contracts with the judicial branch. It's supposed to make sure that agreements are kept, that laws are not broken. And then to legislate fairness, to create all of those laws so we can create a set of rules for the game that we all play by. That is government's job, and that is really government's only job in a free market society, a capitalistic society. You know, they're blaming everything that's happening right now on the free markets, the free markets failing, the free markets not working properly. But everything that's happening economically is a result of all the energy that is built up from people, men, manipulating the free markets. And when anybody has the audacity and arrogance to think that they're smarter than all the sum of all the transactions that go on in a society, that's the free market, that they can set interest rates, or they can decide what the price of something is going to be, or they can decide what a fair wage is going to be. There's always unintended consequences. You raise wages up until they seem fair and jobs go to China. You lower interest rates to prevent a recession, and to try and get the stock markets back up, for instance, after the NASDAQ crashed in the year 2000. And what happens? There's a real estate bubble that's created accidentally. We don't have free markets. You cannot have free markets without free market money. We haven't had free market money ever since the Federal Reserve was created in 1913. The Federal Reserve manipulates interest rates and creates currency that's based on debt. Free market money, the free markets choose what money is, and the free markets set interest rates on the availability of whether there's enough savings to borrow or whether there's not, whether people are scared or whether they're not scared. That's what sets interest rates, not some little group of men in a closed room deciding on their own what the best way is to run the free markets, how to manipulate it. There's no better example of how the free markets work well and how government management of economies does not work than the USSR in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and China during the same period of time, India during the same period of time. The problem with it is it takes away the incentive for entrepreneurs to take a risk, for somebody to do more work than the guy right next to him. It takes away that incentive. And what it does is, instead of taking this disparity and raising all of the poor people up and lowering the rich people to this mid-level where everybody has the same wealth, it takes everybody and brings them down to the poorest. And that has happened over and over again. When they say that the free markets aren't working, it's a bunch of crap. We do not have free markets. You can't have free markets unless you have free market money, where the markets decide what money is and what interest rates are.